Alright, what is up YouTube? Back again with another video. And here is my 2001 Honda Civic sedan. This is the other daily with AC. So that's another reason why I wasn't really too worried about taking the AC out on the Budget Fixes coupe. But yeah guys, I don't think I've showed you guys this car before. This is my other daily. Now this is the pretty side. Let me show you guys the ugly side of it. Yeah, it's not... Gotta get some new doors. I will make a video soon once I get the replacement doors, because I do need the doors and the quarter panel, because if you guys see, the doors are messed up here, and then the rear quarter panel is all fucked up, so and that goes all the way around. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the whole left side of the car. But today we are going to be replacing the radiator fan and the AC fan, and I'm going to show you guys how you can do that. So yeah guys, let's get started. First we're going to start off by removing this plastic cover, the grill, just to get it out of the way. And since we are going to be disconnecting some connections for the fans, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the battery as well, just as a precaution. Alright guys, and just like that, our battery is disconnected, and it was only like 4 clips that we're holding on to the grill. You see, these are the 4 clips, and it was just this one, this one, this one, and this one. So it's 24 clips that hold the grill on to the car. Take it off, and now we can continue on and start removing these fans. Alright, so before we start removing any of the fans, I'm going to go ahead and start disconnecting any connections that go onto the fan. So far I only see this one right here and this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect these two, and I'll be right back with you guys, and I'll tell you guys what else you have to do. Alright guys, so now that I have those 2 connections disconnected already, to make the job easier for us, I'm going to go ahead and look at the new fans we have and look at where everything bolts up. So this one right here, this is the AC fan, I believe. And that's the, yeah, they're okay. So this one, that one is this one right here. So if we see, it's only bolted up by 3 bolts here. So we're going to go over here and unbolt those 3 bolts. So this one just holds on to the coolant reservoir, and then the other 2 are right here. This one and this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these 2, and then remove the one that bolts up the reservoir to the fan, and I'll be right back with you guys once I take those bolts off. Okay, so now I have those 3 bolts. I removed them already. They're right here. These 2 short ones are the ones that go here and here, and then that longer one is the one that hooks up the reservoir to the fan. So now what I am going to do is I'm going to remove this hose because it's in the way to pull out the fan. So I'm just going to remove this hose clamp here and just hopefully scoot the hose aside. Now, since we are working on the car, and you want to make sure the car is cold and you didn't run the car, because if you do take off that hose clamp, it's going to throw hot water or hot coolant all over you, and you don't want that to happen because it will cause like severe burns. I'm not sure, but just make sure the car's cool. Okay guys, so just to make things a little bit easier, I went ahead and removed the battery and the little cover. This wasn't even bolted on. It just sits like that. So I just removed the battery, took that plastic off, and now there was only 1 bolt holding in my my coolant reservoir. So the coolant reservoir now just slides out just like that. It was empty too. There's no water in here. So we're just gonna leave this like that. We're going to leave it hanging like that just for now, just so we can get this fan out. You see? And so it was just being held up by those 3 bolts, and now it should just pull off. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off, and I'll be right back with you guys once I get that fan out. Alright, so real quick guys, I'm going to go ahead and remove this little thing too. It's only 2 bolts, I believe. This one and this one right here. I'm not sure if there's a 3rd one, but I'll let you guys know if there's a 3rd one. I'm going to go ahead and remove this out the way just to make things easier. Alright, so there's actually 4 bolts that are holding up this little cover. There's going to be these 2 on the top. There's 1 right down here in the bottom. You see, right here. Right there, where my finger's at, right here. And then there's another one on the other side. That one right there. But that one just, it just like hooks it up. It's not really bolted on, it just hooks onto that. And then there's this little clip here, but we're just gonna leave it like this to move it out the way like that, and the fan should come right out, just like that. Now that looked I'm not sure if I explained myself right, but I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the other one, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so for this other fan, it's gonna be the same thing. There's only 2 bolts holding it up, these right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got those 2 bolts off. Now the fan should hopefully just it comes off, but there are some stuff that are in the way of the fan getting out, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to wiggle this out. So what I'm gonna do is alright, give me 1 second, let me figure this out, and I'll be right back with you guys once I figure out what to do. Alright guys, so all I did was first make sure you remove this little clip that's stuck to it on the side right here, and to be honest, I just wiggled it. It wasn't easy, okay? So I kept wiggling it, and just wiggled it to this side, and then now we can just pull it off. But yeah guys, so just remove that clip that's on the side connected right here, and then I just kept wiggling it this way until it freaking came off to the other side. Now people might say that's not the correct way to do it, but it got the job done and I didn't damage anything, so it worked for me. That's what I did. If it works for you guys want to figure a different way out, go ahead, but this is what I did. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and put this fan in first, which is this one right here. We're gonna do it the same way, but since these are the new fans, we're gonna go ahead and be a little bit more gentle with them, and we're gonna wiggle them through the side. Alright, and if you guys see, that's all there is to it. All I did was I put it in sideways, wiggled it all the way through, and look at that, lines right up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this up. Make sure you reconnect the connections here, and yeah guys, I'll be right back with you guys once I bolt this up, get that connector connected, and make sure to clip this little thing on the side as well. Alright, and just like that, our fan is secure. As you can see, it's not going anywhere. So just make sure you double check you connected the connector here. That connection here on the side, it was pinned with the little plastic clip that's clipped on. Just make sure the fan is free, that there isn't any cables or anything, you know, near to it, near the fan, and it won't get caught up. So far everything looks good. So now we can go ahead and move on to the second fan over here, which is this one. And this is going to be the exact same thing. There's only 2 bolts holding it up, and this third one is the one that hooks up the coolant reservoir to the fan, just to keep it in place. So we're going to go ahead and put this on and bolt it back up. I'll be right back with you guys once I bolt it up and get the coolant reservoir bolted up as well. Alright, so one thing I forgot to mention when I was removing the one on this side is that I did remove this little ground cable here just to get it out of the way. So just make sure to reconnect that as well. Okay guys, and just like that, we got our, I'm not sure if this is the radiator fan or the fan for the AC. Let's just say the radiator fan, okay? So we're gonna go with the radiator fan. This one bolted up, 2 bolts, they're tying up already. The one in the middle here that holds the coolant reservoir, that's on already. We reconnected the connection here, reconnected this ground cable, and that is it for the fans, guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just bolt this up real quick, the little bracket or whatever for the battery. So remember, it was 2 bolts here and 2 bolts on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up, put the battery back on, connect it, and I'll be right back with you guys once I start the car and show you guys that everything is running correctly. Alright guys, and just like that, we got our battery connected again. Just to double check everything, always double check your work, because you never know, you know, it's the small things that mess up the whole project sometimes. So first we're gonna double check, we got this connection, okay, that's good. We got our bolts bolted up, good. We got that little wires over there pinned up, good as well. The fans look clear, okay. We got this hooked up, this one too. Oh, this one right here. We got the connection right here as well. We got this hose clamp back up, and we got this ground. The middle one for the reservoir is good. Battery, okay, so everything's good. Now we did see that the coolant reservoir was empty, so Okay, we're just gonna add water to this real quick just to fill it up, and to the radiator as well, just to be safe. Now, I wouldn't recommend you add water, but I've been running water on this car for like the whole time I've owned it, and it's been fine. So I'm just gonna keep adding water. And yeah, guys, let me just refill this up, and I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll start the car and get these fans going. Okay, guys, so the coolant is now topped off on the radiator and on the coolant reservoir, or the water, whatever. I filled it up with water, but it is now topped off. We double checked everything was good, so now I'm gonna start the car, turn on the AC, and see how the fans work and all that stuff. Our car is on. Go ahead and turn on the AC. Let's go look at the fans. And look at that, guys. The fans are working, and compared to the old fans, I didn't show you guys, but the old fans were barely even spinning. You can't even tell. Like these, I can tell that they're working. So everything's good. And yeah, guys, that's how you replace your radiator and your AC fan on your 2001 Honda Civic. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put this grill back on, just like that. Get these clips. Alright. And that's all there is to it now. I didn't put this on all the way because it's starting to leak. But yeah, guys, that's all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.